Let's go, boys!
By the way, why would you leave Jaden Daniels?
You gotta protect the kid too. That's another guy. I mean,
Well, it brings up a great question. We get away.
Elmer Fudd clever? Don't make me laugh. The fact is, Elmer Fudd is the dumbest hunter I have ever had the pleasure to encounter.
Okay, Wabbit, we'll see whose IQ is PU.
Marriage
is what brings us together
today.
Welcome to Blow the Whistle, and we will talk about shapes and colors tonight.
Tell you what, we'll just talk about shapes and colors now.
I think that is a good discussion to have right here.
Shapes and colors?
No.
Another thing we learn at school is how to count. Can you help me count these cars?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job.
It's game time.
Blow the Whistle.
Your greatest little internet radio show everywhere you go.
Always live on sportssoundchicago.com.
Let's go.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Blow the Whistle. Yes, Blow the Whistle. We are Blow the Whistle once again, not Big Top Sports. No. It was fun filling in, but we are back to being Blow the Whistle. I am No Giving Stick Johnson with
Andrew Pepe Valentin
and
Adam the Glitch Schneider.
Yes, sir, indeed. We got, of course, Tyler Buterball, always on the road, always running around. And, of course, Double D, taking a little break.
Yeah.
He needs it, well-deserved. But we're back into it. We're right here. We did Bad Karma Wrestling. You had your X-Bomb Sports. Now we're, like I said, wrapping it all back together for some Blow the Whistle here,
came
folks.
back full circle. Full circle, baby.
Exactly right. Well, we got to talk about the talk of the town is exactly that. The Bears potentially headed to Hammond, Indiana. We'll get to that. We got a little bit of NBA talk and the anti-tanking ideas that have been thrown around. We'll get our thoughts and questions, concerns on that as well. And then we'll wrap it up with a little off the rails as I kind of jump around. I got my off the rails topic, a certain soft drink being named the official soft drink of Major League Baseball, at least for this year. We'll see about what happens next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But exactly right. If you guys are ready, I'm ready.
Let's hit the road.
Let's hop on in. Let's talk about exactly that. So, if you're under a rock, at least in the Chicagoland area, it is the talk of the town. It is the now Indiana Bears, potential Indiana Bears. They'll still, of course, staying under the Chicago moniker, but this has been, and everyone's already had a stab at this, taking their licks and already getting new information as it has been. Of course, they were talking about a full-on cancellation that was talked between the Bears and Illinois government, but of course that has been turned into a postponement.
Was it Illinois in particular or Arlington Heights?
I'm not quite sure. At least I don't know. It's always just some sort of politic and
It happened.
However, but exactly right. The meeting is supposed to happen as opposed to the reports of that it was completely canceled.
All right.
But exactly that. I'll of course, me being the Bears representative on this side, I'll flip it to you guys first, and then I'll get my thoughts. Andrew, thoughts, questions, concerns, initial reactions to the Bears getting that. Getting the Indiana, basically the green light to say, hey, come on over. It's all good.
Well, first, let me correct myself for the X-Bomb fans. I kept saying Hoffman Estates. It's Arlington Heights. Apologies. No, I think...
Same to you.
Yeah, I know. Same thing. Either way, just... I know people are going to be like, actually, and I don't need to know.
Actually.
Yes. No, I think right off the bat, I mean, it's disappointing, obviously, to kind of hear this rumor, news-ish, whatever you want to call it. But we have to kind of remember that there's nothing that has kind of been put to paper as of yet. This is simply a bill being passed to make sure that, from what I understand, it's taxpayer money can now be leveraged to help build the stadium, which for me brings up concerns kind of just with the whole talking point of you've been saying $2 billion in privatized money, meaning from the pockets of the McCaskies. Now we're finding out that they've passed this bill in Indiana for taxpayer money, and now I'm starting to question, was that a plan that they were trying to force always in Illinois, or was this something that just pertains to Indiana? Because then that tells me that they don't have the money to pay for the stadium, so then was there never a plan put in place to try and fix that by bringing in somebody else that could buy a percentage of the team to help pay for it, or possibly sell the team off? Or, was it kind of like, we'll say this while we try to figure out if we can try and get the tax? But like, there's so much, because it's Illinois and,
The dirty
Crook
politics,
County, obviously, and all of that stuff is. There's truth to it. There's very much truth to it.
And that's where most of the debate is coming from. Is this a legit, like, hey, this is legitimately, hey, we're going to become the Hammond Bears or, the Indiana Bears type deal. Not going to have that name necessarily, but is this just a leverage plea by the Bears for SummerCon that side? Are you on that side? Or do you see it differently?
As a fan, I don't know. With how the Bears have been over the last several decades, and especially trying to get Soldier Field renovated and Chicago screwing them over multiple times.
Yeah.
This doesn't really come as a surprise. And moving to Indiana, I think they'll probably get better stadium. They'll see the beautiful skyline of factories that are there. And potentially maybe get some new fans from Gary. I don't know. But at the end of the
That's
day,
the fan base we want to tap into.
Yeah, Gary. And
Gary and Hammond, baby.
Oh yeah. And here's a big question I also have. Have you guys heard of Hammond, Illinois?
Hammond, Indiana.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's just they still consider it the Chicagoland area.
Correct.
So
it is, but
it's not very far fetched, and even others are like, "Oh wow, going an extra 20 minutes out of the way just so that it's somewhat feasible for me to get in and out of the parking lot without having to wait an hour and a half." I'm like, if that's really the case, I mean, what is 20 more minutes compared to 2+ hours of me trying to get in there, trying to get out? Let's face it. I mean, if you've been to Soldier Field, it's not the be all end all. It's not the greatest stadium of all time.
It's the smallest stadium, I believe.
Yeah, it's one of the only, if probably the only one to have lost its historical status because it went ahead, renovated, and then they lost like 4,000, 5,000 seats, and like I said, they lost their lost everything that came with it. So,
and the city is still paying for it. They still owe from what the former, I think it was governor. He was on 104.3 talking with the midday
Pritzker?
show.
Yeah.
The original governor beforehand. He was saying that they still owe like $500 million on that thing for taxes. Like that's because originally it was like $750 million to put the spaceship on top of that thing.
Yeah.
Which is just insane.
It's so necessary.
It's 30 years later now since they've done that, and still nowhere close to paying it off.
And it's going to sound it's going to be unpopular, but I think it's unpopular in the sense that like people probably have this opinion but don't want to be that guy. I personally don't care where the Bears play. If there's the Chicago Bears and they played in Alaska, I'd still support. Like I don't really
100%.
care because I don't think I personally don't think that being at a live football game is the best way to watch football. I mean, maybe
Not
it's just
anymore.
me being spoiled and me watching it at home in the comfort of my, either air conditioned home or if it's, cold outside, my heated home. I don't think being outside in the negative degree temperature to support my Bears is the be all end all the way to do it. No, it's annoying. Cold is annoying. It sucks.
Yeah.
And also the other thing is the Giants and Jets don't even play in New York. They play in New Jersey.
And that was my immediate response to like my Packer buddies that are hitting me up like, oh, Indiana Bears. I go, I think the San Francisco 49ers play closer.
They play in Santa Monica.
They play closer to San Jose than they do to San Francisco.
Correct.
The Arlington. It should be the Arlington Cowboys, not the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
And then of course, like you just mentioned, Giants and Jets playing in New Jersey.
And then there's the most egregious in Anaheim. They call themselves Los Angeles.
Yes,
oh yeah,
of course.
I mean,
look at the Angels. They had it for a while. They were called the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim or something like that.
Yeah, because that's
ridiculous.
They were like, well, we have to keep both names. No, you could just be the Anaheim Angels.
Tampa, the Rays don't play in Tampa.
No.
They didn't before this move, and they didn't. They won't after. Like they always make that. They always make that joke.
I think just kind of a quick side note. I know the Rays are actually, I think, moving back to Tampa.
That's good. It's good.
Finally, you could be called your team name.
But they have to build a new stadium too. That's the other thing.
Tropicana 2.0.
Yeah.
There was an old Instagram page. I don't know if it's very active or not, but there was a page I used to follow called Bring the Rays Back to Tampa. And I just thought that was hilarious.
I'm glad that there's a support for that.
But exactly that, like I said, whether it's leverage or all the talk about all the taxes that go into this and all the bickering and whatnot. Again, to hear all the meatball overreactions on different radio stations, that was interesting to hear. Again, it's just
Everybody
the
panics.
McCaskies are rolling
Yeah.
over in their grave over this idea.
Yeah, the whole George Hallis is rolling in his grave kind of thing. I mean, because I'm in the same boat as you. Like, look, I was a Bears fan, but obviously I'm not anymore. I've detached from that. If they moved to Indiana and they built out this obviously megaplex that they've kind of designed and shown designs for, like we've seen with Arlington Heights and even somewhat for the Chicago stuff, great. Yes, it's a trek, of course. But again, people are going to go there regardless. But it does, yes, it does. It's unfortunate that from Chicago, center of Chicago to this area, which is like Wolf Lake, we went and looked up.
Yeah,
it's like an hour drive. If I'm coming from the suburbs, it's like 2 hours.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I'll say this. I told you guys off the show that, I went to a press conference to help with Brandon Johnson do, shoot camera, shoot B-roll, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I was at the press conference. The last question that was asked by the media was, what do you think about the Chicago Bears moving to potentially Indiana or Arlington Heights? And then I'll say this, and this is why I personally think, hearing it in person, why they're going to Hammond.
Yeah.
And here's the reason. Mayor Johnson said that they're not staying in Chicago, which that was, he actually confirmed that in person. It's not happening. They're out of Chicago, and it's between Arlington Heights and Hammond. And with the way this bill looks, it's looking more and more like Hammond's kind of winning this tug of war between Illinois and just this small little town in Indiana.
Oh yeah, they're putting up $1 billion in public funding to help. I mean, why would the McCaskies not entertain that idea? So
for those that are in that fear stage, we'll lose our Bears forever. This is on the side of a little bit of a leverage deal / there isn't really a set stone place just yet.
Right.
Where exactly that we're kind of like
February
looking around.
27th is the day that I think they're going to be like finalizing the deal. I think I saw, approval in Indiana. It needs to be happening in legislative approval in Indiana by February 27th.
Got a week.
And they still have to, by the way, examine the site and make sure that it's okay out there in Hammond.
Exactly.
It's Wolf Lake, which is like, Scotty said he looked at the area and it's like, it's not great. Like, you can't really build a great parking lot there where it's like, oh, we're going to have all the, everybody's going to be able to be out there and having a good time. It's like that area is small.
Yeah.
Like
And the
small, like Soldier Field's small.
And the thing about these stadiums nowadays is that you need an entertainment complex. You need an entertainment
Absolutely.
district. And a big reason why these complexes are made is that it's in a at least somewhat decent area or better. If you're going to have it in Hammond or near Gary, why the hell would people want to just go out to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go gamble in Gary? Like, that's not exactly a place I'd want to stay in a hotel for like the next 3 days to watch a Bears game.
They do have the rock and roll, hard rock out there.
Yeah, Hard Rock, yes.
Yeah. So
Which, I mean, that's I mean, Scotty was saying, like, yeah, you could make a day of it where he's like, go golfing, watch the Bears play, and then like go gamble.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that's your thing, great. But like, the reason why Allegiant and SoFi work so well is because they built that out to be, hey, you can go do the gambling thing if you want, or you could have the family thing if you want, or you can kind of chill and relax and lounge it. Like, they've built this into almost like a miniature city. A Wrigleyville type of thing was the proposed idea for the Arlington Heights. Everybody's on board with that, and I think that's still the play possibly here. But obviously, because of the hike up from the independent arbitrator who's like, nah, actually, it's double worth what you're trying to get for it. And I understand you want to get your profit, your just due, but like the city, it sounds like the city's kind of like, come on, lay off of this. Like, let us get this, because from what I've been understood, in 3 to 5 years, the city's making hundreds of millions of dollars. The team's going to be paying back its stadium by that point. And if anything, you could be looking at billions of dollars possibly flowing in by that point in time. And everybody's doing well for it. And I don't see where the problem is. Train station's right there. The expressway's right there. The exit could be built right off onto the parkway, like on the parking lot. So much infrastructure is perfectly there to say it's a sound location.
And also Arlington Heights is a nice place.
Absolutely.
So, I mean,
yeah.
you got the old horse track, the whole old racetrack that was there,
Right.
and where they're originally going to build. And if you do a side by side comparison, there really isn't one. But if you're looking at entertainment district, then it's night and day. because Arlington Heights, the
100%.
transportation is there. It's all you got the trains, you got buses, like everything. They
Yeah.
can take you right there. And when if we're thinking about like suburban people like us that live out in the just in certain parts outside of Chicago, I won't say where, then boom, there you go. I mean, it makes travel a lot easier. I mean, traffic's never going to help. There's always traffic everywhere, but I mean, just going through Chicago and into Indiana, that is a mess.
It's
It's
going to
a
be
mess.
a 2+ hour drive for some people trying to come through here.
Even more, maybe.
In Arlington Heights, they said it measured out to, from where I'm at, it'd be like a 35 to 45 minute drive with traffic. From where I know a lot of the other guys are at, it'd probably be like a 40-minute drive or a 15-minute train ride.
I mean, it would take as
So,
long.
like, that's the thing.
It would take as long as for me to go from where I am here to the media school and then there to Arlington Heights. So
Could it get a little hairy later on down the line if there hasn't been any rumblings of this, and I don't know if there's anything that could even come about from it, but anything potentially with like the Colts saying, hey, you're making all this type of moves, like trying to get a stadium built for them. Why can't we get some of this funding or something like that?
Actually,
And there's no reason for like Lucas Oil Stadium to get renovated or not, to be knocked down and be
that's a
built
cool
back
stadium.
up.
Right, yeah.
So there's a lot. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, it's great.
But why not we get a little bit of that funding? Why are you giving it to this team that
It's not
should be
even the
across
state.
the state? Yeah, we're your state's NFL team.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if anybody should be getting that money, give it to Lucas Oil to make it a little nicer.
And I don't really know I don't know what would even go into that exactly. What would be owed in a certain amount to the team that's already there, as opposed to the team that they're trying to like invite on over anyway.
Right.
So
and from there, it's just more of a domino effect between two teams.
exactly.
Yeah.
You would just kind of feel like at least the older brothers, just like what the hell? Like,
Welcome to Indiana.
Yeah.
Why does he get everything? Why don't I get it? Come on. I did all the work. I won you a Super Bowl.
I beat these guys actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are they moving
beat them.
here?
Why are you letting
bought
them
him-
in?
Bought him a Switch and I got a Game Boy. Like this is bogus. This is crap.
You said I would get the same thing. Why do I have a Sega Genesis in my hand?
Yeah.
What is this?
Why did I get an Atari?
So it's again, you can look at it from a bunch of different angles. Of course, I will feel it. It will come out later on down the line, I'm sure. But like I'll feel sympathetic towards like to the season ticket holders that have been. I've had Bears tickets for 45 plus years, and this is a shame that I gotta head on over to somewhere else. So you're just like, even though it's 20 minutes, it's still not my health or this, that, and the other. I can't get over there. It's not gonna be worth it. So I'm sure there's gonna be some sort of sympathetic tale like that.
Of course,
that comes about from it. But
It's unfortunate, but at the same time, if this move does happen, it's not the end of the world. And by the way, the lease isn't up till 2033, so commitments do not have to be made post haste. Obviously, this whole legislative thing really moves things up for them, but there's nothing in there that says they have to commit to it, and then they says, "Oh, we got a better deal. We're pulling out."
Also, it's kind of stupid to commit to a place you haven't checked out yet because, for one, but for two, you already know what you're getting out of Arlington Heights, which is 325 acres, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Like you get all that space,
and it's a dome stadium, which is confirmed. It's a fixed stadium, which brings you revenue, money, the Final Four, and so many more, and concerts. Who knows who? But Arlington Heights, I just see has more benefits. Now, if they go to Indiana again, a lot cheaper to play there, and you're going to get a lot of that money back. But if you're looking at long-term benefits, then you're looking at Arlington Heights. Does it help that the taxes here suck and are super high? No. But at the end of the day, we're going to look at this long-term wherever they go and say, this is going to be either a benefit or a big detriment, considering, you have two teams in Indiana, or you have your own place to make millions upon billions of dollars, like you said, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there you have it. We'll go ahead and put a pin in that. Like I said, it only took we had one weekend without football, and then basically right back into
the NFL always has one in its pocket.
Oh, yeah.
I swear.
We got UFL, right?
One weekend without actual games, we're right back into the NFL being kind of the cornerstone, the headline.
Next is going to be Max Crosby being like, you know what? I will go to Arizona. I will. Let's do it. Like,
At least for the Chicagoland area, like, that's how bad NBA sports is. Like that, for not even a week, you couldn't even become like the front. You couldn't even become the front page headline. It took the Bears potentially leaving, which is way more important than watching the Bears or watching the Bulls tank, which is what we'll be talking about basically coming on up here. So we're discussing all the NBA tanking, potential anti-tanking thoughts and questions of what we'll want to do there right here on Blow the Whistle.
Chicago sports for sure.
SportsTownChicago.com.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee. Like a smooth, new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast and easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offer on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you select as the winner of your Auto Judo fight receives your contact info. You're never obligated to buy, so test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you save.
Yo, check it out. We got the finest pizza in all the land. Italian Fiesta is on deck, and I'm telling you, it's a hit. These pies don't miss. No matter what time you get the munchies. Pepperoni, extra cheese, turkey Italian sausage, they got all the toppings. Italian Fiesta delivers until midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on the weekends. Plus, you can use your Uber Eats or Grubhub if you got the app. And if you ain't rocking with the pizza that night, try one of their sandwiches or pasta. And they have plenty of side dishes, just like me, if you know what I mean. Hop online and go to ItalianFiesta.com or call 773-684-2222. Piece of pizza, that is.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Did you know that Club New in Aurora is the ultimate entertainment complex? Monday nights, it's free football and darts in the sports bar. Tuesday night is league night. Join the pool and darts team. Wednesday night is ladies' night at Club New. All the ladies get in free. Gentlemen pay a $5 cover after 9 p.m. Thursday night starts the weekend off right with college flashback night. Low-price drinks, retro music, and an awesome buffet. Friday and Saturday night, it's the hottest dance club in the suburbs. Club New Nightclub and Sports Bar is located at 2121 New York Street in Aurora.
You've tried the it places, but they leave you hungry with an empty wallet. That's where Gretel comes in. They got what you really want. Visit their chic, lounge-like gastropub and try one of Chicago's top burgers, the Gretel Griddle Burger. An house-made bun and garlic aioli set this one apart from the rest. And don't miss half-price oysters, 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday. With rotating drafts, craft cocktails, and portions that don't skip. This is one of Logan Square's best-kept secrets. Monday through Thursday, 11 to midnight. Friday and Saturday, open till 1. 2833 West Armitage. Gretel, let's make this a night. Visit GretelChicago.com for menu and more.
And welcome in there, folks. Let's go. Ready to rock and roll. Blow the whistle on our YouTube side of things. Sports Town Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Exactly right. Andrew Pepe Valentin. We got the glitch.
What up?
Adam Schneider. Nick Johnson right here as well. Ready to rock and roll. Just talked about anything and everything that was the Hammond Bears. I mean, the Chicago Bears for now.
You're going to have all of Chicago going at you if you keep saying it like that.
I don't care.
It's going to be like when people talk about guaranteed rate. Like, I still call it the sell. It will always be the sell to me forever and ever. Never going to call it the guaranteed rate.
People don't like change, cry about it.
I like US Cellular. US Cellular is such a good name for that field.
Yeah, the sell, baby. Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. We're going to get a little bit of NBA talk. Talk about the anti-tanking rules that were kind of proposed and talked about over this past week. Bring up the article from Shams.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. That's gonna go right here. Commissioner Adam Silver informed the league's 30 general managers Thursday that the NBA plans to make an anti-tanking rule changing that would be changing for next season. Sources told ESPN. Let's see. The league's office's conversations with stakeholders from the Board of Governors, Competition Committee, and general managers have been intensifying dialogue about combating tanking, including starting to propose potential concepts for changes during its December meetings with owners. Sources with this knowledge of Thursday's meeting as well as late January competition committee meeting told ESPN that these concepts have been discussed to curb tanking in the following ways. First round draft picks can be protected only for top 4 or top 14 plus selections. Lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline or at a later date. Okay, that's not the worst. No longer allowing a team to pick in the top 4 in consecutive years and or after consecutive bottom 3 finishes. Teams can't pick in the top 4 the year after making the conference finals. Lottery odds allocated based on 2-year records. Okay. Lottery extended to include all play-in teams. All right. Well, that helps the Bulls.
Yeah.
Flatten odds for all lottery teams. So there you go. Those were some that were all kind of thrown out there. Of those, what do you think could stick? Have you heard any other suggestions? I don't know you, Andrew.
I mean, kind of looking through these again, I still like the freeze at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Idea. I think that might be one of the better solutions, is kind of say, all right, it's locked in. This is what it is. Like there is no more movement from this is what the draft is going to be. It might, again, it's going to irk some people the wrong way, of course, but you have to do something. So I like that one for sure.
No, I do like that. If there's a scenario where, like, let's just the Hornets and the Hornets and the Pelicans are at the same odds, like 13% chance of getting the number 1 overall pick, and the Pelicans just say, you know what, screw it, trade deadline, we're dropping everybody.
Yeah,
it's exactly that. It's not going to matter. It's still going to be the same odds going in, even if they finish, only having 2 more wins after that trade deadline, as opposed to if the other team were to go on a tear or something like that. So,
well, you saw it with the Mavericks. Yeah, you saw it with the Mavs where they were just like, Anthony Davis, get him out of here. Like, they clearly were just like letting people fly, as with the Bulls too, obviously.
I mean, it's that. I mean, it's the soft, like, season-ending injury, a finger injury for Davius Caldwell Pope, and season-ending, not an injury. We just want him to rest up. Kyrie Irving, you're done for the year. Pal.
Yeah, right.
But this just happens with like a lot of these like big name players, though. So it's like nothing really surprises me about this. So.
No,
LeBron, you sprained your pinky toe. You're out for the year.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's been how many years of how do we keep incentivizing NBA players to keep wanting to play the game of basketball, which is just crazy of a concept. Like, internally, you should always, just an athlete, as a competitor, always want to be out there on the court. And these guys find ways each and every day to, like, can I load manage? Can I load manage today? Can I still collect my paycheck and just, I don't know, still be on my Wheaties box, but not have to go out there and actually participate in anything?
Can I go home?
Yeah. And your suggestion was, let's try and pay them more in some way. No, you gotta start.
That wasn't a suggestion. I was just kind of like, well, this isn't the one concept I came up with. My concept was a draft tournament. That's my concept.
Gotcha.
The whole pay them more was just kind of being like, okay, so here's one idea. Here's Adam Silver's idea. I can't find another one. What would be another idea? And I just threw out, I'm like, what do you have to pay him billions of dollars as the incentive? Yeah. I'm not saying that's the thing to do.
I definitely misheard.
I'm with you, by the way, of saying take it away.
And even,
I'm totally for that.
And even adding more money with this play-in tournament of like, each person gets $500,000.
They don't care.
They don't care. That's chump change to them. They don't care. Like, again,
or a million or whatever it is.
This Nick Knows Ball guy, if you've seen that account, I love this little series that he's doing where he's like, if you made $180K since the Great Depression, you still wouldn't have the close to the amount of money as Kyle Kuzma has his entire career. Jeez, like he's having it's stuff like that, and then you make you realize, like, wow, these guys are making generational money, too much money to sit there. And then we're gonna sit there and coddle them and then baby them and like, oh no, they're not making it. They're not winning all the awards. They're not going all NBA. Why is this? Why is that? Oh,
Throw
because they're
them-
not playing the game that they're supposed to be playing.
Right.
Throw them the participation award.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. Again, I wasn't the first one to make this comparison. I brought it up on X-Bomb. It's just like, oh, if only there was another sport similar, played at the exact same time, 82 game season, actually far more physical than the NBA and playing basketball. Oh wait, we have that. It's called the NHL, and these guys go out there each and every day, sometimes with broken faces, missing teeth.
Cuts on their necks from a blade that just sliced open an artery.
Some of them, I'm sure, know that they have torn ligaments and probably other muscles torn. That they're like, yeah, I want to go out there the next day. They're like, why aren't there more back to backs, like just stuff like that for the NHL? And they're expanding. They want to go 2 extra games.
I know,
crazy. So for them to be like, they're just soft. They're just soft individuals. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, and actually kind of adding on to the injury for NHL. Matthew Tkachuk in the Stanley Cup final. Did you hear the injury he had?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had some he said the muscles was off the bone.
Yeah, it was barely hanging on by like a thread essentially.
And he still managed to win the Stanley Cup
Yeah.
the second time around.
And be a key contributor on that too. Like I think the issue that conflates with these guys or inflates these guys especially is the fact that the generation has changed, right? I mean, there's a clear connection between where the 2000s ends and the 2010s, I think, begin, where streaming, social media, all that stuff starts to enter the lexicon more, right? TV is now going away. We're cutting the cable and we're watching things on our phones and our iPads and laptops more than ever. And these players now are starting to understand that through the world of social media and through the internet and streaming and all this stuff, hey, I can make some money.
Yeah.
I can really make a boatload of money. I mean, you look at college right now, put in the NIL, these guys are getting paid. You've got Darren Peterson, who I do believe is the number 1 overall pick. You've got Stephen A. screaming about him not being the number 1 pick. He's like, this man doesn't play enough games.
Oh, the guy from Kansas?
Yeah, the kid from Kansas.
Yeah.
But
that was an interesting one. I don't know how that's going to shape.
And I don't like it as a college basketball fan or as a sports fan. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm blaming the kid because, well, you're going to be probably a top 3 pick. Why would you play every single part of the game? Why wouldn't you be like, all right, I've hit 20 points, sub me out?
I do see. I find it frustrating from the lens of I'm not a Kansas fan, but if I was, and I would just be like, hey, instead of maybe paying you $3 million to sit on the bench, I could have gotten 3 $1 million players to actually play.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. That's just kind of
I could have gotten some other top players rather than pay him. But at the same time, like, this is...
I got spam. I'm going to answer something. Hello? All right, who's this? Oh, gotcha. Hold on. Can I call you back in like 5 minutes? All right, I'm sorry. I got you. I'll be right back. That was not spam. That was
okay.
Sorry, I'll call. We'll hit a break in a little bit.
I got you. I muted you. You're fine.
Okay, thank you.
No, I just like the generation has changed where the concept of fame over, prospering as a star in the sport you're in. I mean, look, I know I bring him up all the time. It's Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
I think he is the example of where we're at nowadays, where it's now more of wanting to be famous than wanting to be famous for the sport you play. He just wants the fame and fortune that comes with that. And once he had that, now who is he? Like, now he's like, I'm not retired. I'm just going to take a break and do fishing. It's like, wait, what? No, you're a basketball player. Yeah. But this is kind of the world we've fallen into, where a kid can, I just was with Scotty and he was showing me videos of people who are doing nothing, but they are probably making a good chunk of change, I'm sure, in some capacity. And I know there's more that are making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and they're doing less.
I think there's just a clear, like, the just clear personality changes. There's no there's no Kevin Garnett type of alpha in there that's sitting there screaming in your face like, lock in. We got a game. It's just
those days are gone. LeBron used to be that guy, and now
he is the new part of the new generation.
Absolutely, and like once he hit, I would say like 35, you could see there was the shift of like, oh, he's becoming
Yeah.
more media savvy. He's in
And
LA.
it didn't help. It didn't help that there was like, there's guys that were meeting some of they had that overlap, or like like Kevin Durant, but again,
Right.
he's not that type of outspoken. He's clearly not, because he's making burner accounts, posting on the side. He's not going to be a very confrontational up to your face.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, where you kind of, like you said, those kind of guys went away. I'll even put like a guy like Vince Carter, or Tracy McGrady, like those type of personalities that were just like not loud and in your face, but you're not gonna mess with those type of individuals.
And
like they can hold their own.
Yeah.
And all the Rasheed Wallace, Ron, all those personalities
Kobe
that would
Bryant.
they could check you guys and check you like, oh, you know what? I forgot this is basketball at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta play this game and do well, because this is like my legacy. And like you just said, you're kind of like, oh, there probably is avenues like, yeah, you know what? Hey, this is cool. I'm making a ton of money here, but as soon as this ends, I'm just gonna start a podcast.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go be part of. I'm just gonna go be part of movies, or I can go be part of Steph Curry's golf resort, or I don't know, something like that.
Something like that.
I also find it crazy, like with the way Kobe Bryant, his career played out, because he played through the 90s and 2000s and saw what this current generation's doing. If he was still alive, he'd be throwing people under the bus right now.
Oh yeah, and
I would have loved a Kobe Bryant podcast in today's generation.
Oh my god!
Because I watched the McGrady and Carter podcast. They rip this generation to pieces
and that's kind of funny to me too, where you see a guy like Jason Tatum who's like, oh, Mamba mentality, taking the pictures. I still got Kobe's number. I still save the text messages, and it's just like, you are the complete opposite of what the Mamba mentality is.
No,
like,
you
not
say-
him and not him personally, but
Right.
just like this whole generation, which is exactly what you just said. If Kobe was here, you'd just be like, yeah, just shaking his head.
You say
it's
you
awful.
embrace it, but then I'm watching you and you're glamorizing yourself at an event because you clearly want the clicks, you want the views on that. And look, there's guys that are obviously going to dominate no matter what because they're great basketball players.
Oh yeah.
But I think there's a lot that's missing from some of these guys who could be great because they're so sidetracked with, well, I also got to be a personality. I also got to do this. I got to worry about the basketball stuff first, and then you can become a personality. And that's where I think, like, John Morant, I think, is an example of that, where I think the basketball was there, but then as you see the popularity come, what happens? Head gets a little inflated, and on top of, you're obviously hanging around with some of the very
Outside
wrong
factors.
people. Yeah. But I think that's where you get caught up in that, and then you go like, man, why can't I get this down pat? Like, oh, maybe it's because you lost focus on what you were doing.
Lost the plot.
Yeah, exactly. You were supposed to be just a basketball player. The fame will come with it, of course, but then you let the fame take the charge, and basketball took the back seat.
Kind of like circling back, a lot of NHL players don't really think about the fame. They just kind of play their game, and maybe some do.
Half of them live in a wooden cabin for like half the year anyways.
And they don't even make as much money as basketball players, NFL players. They love what they do.
They're just grateful to see sunlight for the most part of them.
Yeah.
When half of them grow up in Russia and they're like, oh boy, a 22-hour day of night. I can't wait.
Yeah. My country's not at war with somebody else or fighting.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of these dudes are very happy to be here, and so they play their butts off.
My dinner didn't come out of a tin can.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a, like, I want to say like a code or something, if you will, with the NHL where it's kind of like, hey, you have to be a warrior out there. And for better, for worse, sometimes it bites guys in the back, but it's what's driving the NHL right now to have better ratings. Baseball's like that too. Like baseball, you can see there's a little bit of that glam there, but it's still like, you're a ball player. Yeah. Hit the ball, throw the ball, make the play. That's the game. We don't need you to come in fancy uniforms. We don't need you in the fancy suits.
Exactly.
Come in and do your job.
At least in just tanking across the board. That's very. I feel like it's the easiest to probably tank in the in the NBA. In the in the NFL, you're okay. You guys sit down, get 53 other guys to completely agree that they're like, all right, we're gonna suck and we're gonna suck on purpose.
That's
no.
Well, when you're
That's crazy.
Well, when you're also getting sued, bless you, Andrew.
Oh,
when you're also getting sued for throwing games like earlier this season?
Yeah.
With Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, then they kind of
doesn't help.
Yeah,
the fact that it's more open is this big red flag.
Just the
right
reputation of the NBA has taken some big hits this past year and a half, and it's getting brutal. And again, it's just, what do you do with the All-Star game? It's just like, how does one motivate millionaires, close to billionaires, to, hey, you know that childhood game that you loved, and now you're getting paid $20 million to not play it, basically? Find that passion again, pal.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah,
I would love that.
It's going to be extremely hard to do that without exactly kind of what we were kind of getting at with, hey, maybe they should start taking stuff away. Like, hey,
you may have to say we go to a lockout if you can't get this thing. I hate to say it because like everything we talked about, be it X-Bomb or right here or anything else we've talked, there's no easy answer. So it just feels like somewhere they're butting heads. And that's where the owners will say, well, we can wait you out. And the players are like, well, we can wait you out. And then this becomes an issue. This becomes where, okay, no basketball. And then everyone's losing on it. Except for the NBA, who's like, we got the $76 billion.
Yeah, we're fine.
So we're okay.
So it's so sad because back in the day, whenever you got a pay raise, you'd work harder. And that was the typical mentality. But as you guys said, as you get paid more, the effort gets less. It's just like I've seen and throughout every decade it changes.
And this is in every sport. You see it.
Of course.
Most notably, maybe you guys saw it too. Kyle Fuller was the one that I noticed it the hardest with. Last year of his contract, balls out, like 6-7 interceptions. Gets paid, 1 or 2. Yeah. Like barely. Let's barely try, it seems. Like every sport has that. The only one that doesn't, obviously, again, is NHL. Because those guys are like, hey, we only make X amount of dollars. So we got to make this count. I got to score 50 goals if I want to get the 10-year, $100 million contract.
It's just fun seeing those guys. I mean, particularly for me, like for the NHL, it's so fun to see these guys go out, play the game they love, and actually work their asses off.
Yeah.
I mean, NBA, again, not to like keep dogging on the NBA, but it just, there's not much to it. And as if the commissioner can make a statement about this, like saying, hey, if you don't want to get paid, then don't pay basketball.
I need
Simple
a new
as that.
commissioner. Honestly.
Ooh, yeah.
Hate to say it, Adam.
Already been getting talks about that for Adam. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm not a good commissioner.
Is David, David Stern.
Come on, Adam. You've ruined the NBA.
I just want to make a statement.
Seems like David Stern, ran with that iron fist, and I don't know, Adam Silver's a little.
That's the thing.
Not spineless, but he can be a little jellyfish-like sometimes.
One guy was so onerous, and it felt great for them, and then you get the guy who was player, and he was doing great for a while there, but then he gave so much power to these guys.
Yeah.
Now we're at like a. Now we're going for. I just feels like we're going for that clash.
We need to make that 180-degree turn to have the iron fist like Stern had.
Yeah,
like
come back around.
Yeah. Please.
Rob Manfred, what are you doing? You heard you're retiring soon.
Well, when we come back around, we're going to be going off the rails as we usually do. Right here on Blow the Whistle. We'll be right back, folks.
Oh, hurry! He's right there. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. The last chance to order beer. But we didn't come here to drink beer. We came here to win this ball game.
Chicago's so lucky.
SportsTownChicago.com.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Pizza at your house and you can get it at the store. Uh-oh, here we go. Chicagoland area. Little Caesars is heating up for the summer. Try our new Crazy Puffs. $3.99. Walk in or delivery. 7 days a week. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Filled with cheesy mozzarella, pepperoni, pizza sauce, buttery, garlic flavored drizzle, Italian herb and Parmesan seasoning, deep dish Detroit style pizza, $7.99. Super cheesy bread, $5.99. Hot and ready combo, $12.99. And for your daily deals, go to LitCaesars.com. Oh, Little Caesars with our crazy puffs and cheesy dreams. You light up my soul with your pepperoni schemes. With every slice we share, with every moment we did in this piece of love affair, so you didn't hear that just here. You don't want to miss out on these delicious deals. Visit your Chicagoland area Little Caesars today. Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Nobody does food better than our friends south of the border. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Mexican food in Chicagoland's backyard, check out the Topos restaurant. Try their quesadillas, burritos, or my favorite, the 3 taco combo with steak and extra chipotle salsa.
Muy caliente!
They even have breakfast for early risers. Topos is the highest rated Mexican restaurant in Naperville on Yelp. Once you try it, you'll understand why. Visit totoposnaperville.com for their menu, special offers, and online ordering on Grubhub. Pickup or delivery. Topos Restaurant, open nightly until 8:30, closed on Sundays, located next to the Jewel on Aurora Avenue in Naperville. Experience fresh, homemade Mexican at the Topos Restaurant.
I got an affordable family-owned restaurant for you that won't cost you an arm and a lamb. It's Goodies in River Grove. My Goodies order never changes. A Yoros, not a gyro. Smother in sauce and hot fries on the side for less than $9. If I'm really starved, I'll add a chicken kebab to my order. Looking for more? Try a juicy cheeseburger, Chicago-style hot dogs, or a toasty corned beef meal. I can walk in 7 days a week, dine with my family, or call 708-583-1700. Pick it up and enjoy it at home. Can't stop in? Not a problem. Goodies delivers through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Seamless. Goodies is located at Cumberland, Belmont, River Grove. Goodies bring authentic Greek food to the Chicago.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee, like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than iced frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swapo Ramen. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park in Ulsa, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swapo Ramen vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-ramen.com. Swapo Ramen, the first name in flea markets.
Blow the whistle.
Going off the rails.
Another train!
And there we have it, folks. Welcome in. Blow the whistle. Off the rails side of things, where we do exactly that. Get a little crazy, get a little wild, change things up. No gimmicks, Nick Johnston, Andrew Pepe Valentin. We got Adam the Glitch Schneider in here, ready to rock and roll. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, there's nothing. I mean, if I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna start off with my fun little thing. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I had one earlier today. In terms of celebration, you had to.
Yes.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast is now the official soft drink of the Major League Baseball.
It shocks me. I can't.
And I gotta tell you, some are gonna tell you, some are gonna say that exactly right. That Jackie Robinson, Jackie Robinson.
Reggie Jackson.
Hold on. Some are going to say that Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier is the most important day in baseball. As after yesterday, you might have at least a solid number 2. I'm gonna have to disagree about the whole. I finally have something to debate with. So that's just me. I'm going to be enjoying at least this whole year of Baja Blast at the ballpark and everything like that. It's definitely a nice change of pace from the drinking motor oil Coca-Cola.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, listen, I'm not a fan of
that stuff. Cleans drains, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, 87 leaded. What are we looking at?
Oh yeah.
Listen, it's not the Coca-Cola itself. It's when you mix it with the right rum or whiskey.
That's fair.
That's when it gets good.
I'm more of a 93 kind of guy.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
it's premium.
Yeah, there you go.
Premium.
Listen, you could put that in Mountain Dew right now too, and that would be a good drink, I think, as well. So,
I tried premium once, and I tried running, and I did not, in fact, go faster. I ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, as one probably would. No, I think it's good for the MLB to kind of shake things up. I mean, the
literally.
Seriously. Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all that kind of stuff. I mean, again, I'm not a fan of those drinks, but yeah, let Mountain Dew get their crack at it. Let's see what they got. I mean, and like you said, they've got all those. What do they got? Like 50 different flavors now, or something like that, across their history.
Yeah,
it's insane.
That was gonna be my follow-up. We're gonna do a nice impromptu top 5 Mountain Dew flavors of all time. But that's that. You can just leave that to me. We can just leave that to my side.
By all means, please. I can't even think of all the flavors I've seen at this point.
Actually, that's probably what we can do next week. We'll do a whole episode.
There you go.
No, I mean,
I will say Code Red. I used to like Code Red. They used to be one of my go-to drinks.
Oh my god!
And then I realized I was like, I am breaking out profusely. I'm getting too big. This is a problem.
Okay, so I just looked up the amount of flavors that Mountain Dew has had over their history. You want to just take a wild guess?
I'm gonna
of
say it's like 72 or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
gonna be rough.
135.
Holy cow!
Yeah, because we forget it gets actually kind of regional.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
there's,
that's
like,
right,
Different
they
regional
do,
flavors, and then they had, of course, like the democracy when you could vote for like the four. Like they
yes.
would come out with 4 different flavors, and you can only vote on the one. That's how we got voltage. And,
That's right.
Yeah.
But 135?
The creative.
I give him credit. Like, again, I'm not a fan of the drink, but I give him credit for being like, let's try different things. Some of it's disgusting. I will say I've tried some of them, and I've been like, oh god, like this is not okay. But I give him the props for being like, let's try it, because somebody somewhere has probably drank it and gone like, this is delicious. Like the one I will say I did try that I was kind of like surprised with was the Rocket Pop one they had. I think that was like a 4th of July special they had come out. And I was like, all right, I'm not usually a fan of this stuff, but it's actually pretty. I was like, I'm like, I like it. I'm like, and why do I like it though? And like, I questioned myself to say like, why is this okay for me? This shouldn't happen.
So one thing I want to. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. One thing I do want to talk about too is even though we got like those 135 different flavors. Speaking of flavors, there's a lot of like different stores that just sell things that you wouldn't normally see at like a Sam's Club or a Walmart. Like you go to Costco or Woodman's, and you just
Woodman's has everything,
dude. They even have their own liquor aisle.
I know.
They have their
It's
own
beautiful.
separate section of just every freaking liquor
I know.
that you can see. I mean, don't get me wrong,
Fantastic.
it's an adult paradise in there by all means. But, for me, I'm more of an Arizona tea. I like the raspberry iced tea that they have.
Okay.
But what's weird about that is that the raspberry iced tea cans, they changed the formula in that. It tastes kind of like Mountain Doo-Doo. But then, my bad, I know that's your favorite drink, but the gallons, it tastes the same. Like, I don't know how that works because you would think it would taste the same, but those two teas from the can versus the gallon is different.
Yeah.
It definitely is. I mean, people always say that too. I always feel like a crazy person. I'm like, you know what? I like it better out of a can, or as opposed to like, oh, I like it better at that Taco Bell. There is different ways. If anything, I heard this one, and I'm not entirely. I think this has to be the correct one. Like the tall boy version that they sell of certain sodas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Might be the best, and you can get it like different select like gas stations, like the Circle K's have them.
Yes.
Most of the time for
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
I'm sure like a quick trip probably has them too, but
I'm sure.
that's what. And they'll usually be the best deal.
I think I've
they'll
seen
be
some at like Casey's or something.
yeah, they'd be like
that.
2 for like $2.50.
Yeah.
Like, of course. Yeah.
They're right
Why
there.
not?
Yeah, they're right there with like the monsters. That's
Yeah.
like 3 for $5, and it's like, who needs that? Well,
Do I need the
David needs
microplastic,
that,
or I'd rather have the can that keeps it a little bit colder.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's just me.
Well, also, because I stay here at nights. Nick, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
I never leave the building.
Always here.
But kind of speaking on the 3 for $5, going off your point, is that when I was driving back from media school and I'd stop at the Lake Forest Oasis on the way home, I mean, sometimes it'd be like 11 o'clock, and I'd just be like, well, hell, I'm just gonna go grab a little snack. And sometimes you see those little deals.
Yeah,
grab that, just eat some M&Ms and an iced tea on the
Couple
way home.
roller dogs, baby.
Dude, I'm telling you. Actually, well, there's 2 kinds of quick trips. There's the one in Wisconsin, and then there's the one here with the QUIK and then a KWIK. And let me tell you, the KWIK one, oh my god, I hate to say it. I mean, it slaps for like a 2 a.m. run. I mean, there's nothing that really beats a pepperoni pizza. No, I'm kidding. Their pizzas are kind of bad. I can tell you for a fact I almost threw up from eating one of those pizzas.
I mean, I've tried Casey's finally, because there's a place by me that I found out from going there. The woman was like, actually, if you come in at this certain time, we'll give the pizzas away for free. And I was like, all right, cool.
Thanks for
that. So yeah, I came in there and she like unloaded like 4 different pizzas. She's like, here's 2 cheeses, a pepperoni, and a sausage. And I'm like, all right, answer me this. Really, is this good pizza? Like, just be honest with me. And she's like, we believe it is. I believe it's very good. And I went to work and I tried it, and I was like, oh my god, it's actually very. I'm like, I was surprised. I was like, it is very good.
Because the thing about gas station pizza, it's like it makes you need to go to the bathroom and sit there and cry for about 2 hours. But
I did learn that later. I did. I will say.
But
Luckily, I was at work.
Was
so-
it a happy pain or was it like a regretful pain?
Oh, I mean, I was happy in the moment that I ate it. I mean, afterwards, I was not.
It could be a one step worse. You could be at the gas station bathroom with the gas station pizza.
Oh, that's the
Worse.
worst.
That or you eat
That's
the
when
gas.
you find an old dirty sock.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want people to know about this.
Hey, don't eat the gas station sushi, guys. Yeah,
Exactly right.
Actually,
Speedway pizza ain't the worst. I've had some
No,
pizza.
Speedway's all right.
like I said, it comes in clutch, especially like on those like 1 to 3 a.m. runs. If you're just hungry, like playing a game, and you're
course.
like, "Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to Casey's down the street."
Many a time have there been me and my buddies place
marathon.
a Speedway down the road, and we're just having some adult beverages, and we're just like, let's go walk down and go get some pizzas, boys. Like, oh yeah. You restock on whatever you need beverage wise, as long as the time isn't an issue, and then you get a couple of pizzas.
Now we survive the night.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
You know what pizza? You know what gas station actually has decent pizza, low key? Marathon.
Oh, never had it.
Marathon
I'll give it a
pizza.
shot.
Well, again, a couple of these pizzas I tried while I was a student at the University of Alabama. I know I mentioned it like a billion times, but Bama. But there was a couple times where I went to Marathon and I got a couple slices of pizza. One of my buddies was like, "Hey, I got an extra slice. You want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I give it a shot. I ate it. I'm like, "Holy crap! Like this is like fantastic for gas station. Like this, like it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was like a sausage pepperoni, but I'm like, it was
Okay.
pretty good. And then there was another time at when I went to Circle K, and I would always make my Circle K runs every week because for one, it's Circle K and stuff down in Alabama was really cheap, so I took advantage of that. So if you go there on a Friday, the pizzas are like $5, and it's for a full pizza, $5 pizza. Like I'm gonna take some of that.
I would 100%.
Oh my god! And I was just like, sure, I will. I had one. I regrettably had some diarrhea, but at the end of the day, good
That
pizza.
will happen at times.
Well, I haven't had it since because of the explosiveness.
I
But
was kind of thinking, like, just to for sure cut you off on that very, very gruesome story.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Just the idea, like maybe the what would it be? The stigma, I guess, between you would have you would have obviously gas station pizza. We've been talking about it for the past 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But would you have a gas station calzone? Probably. I feel like no.
There's not a lot that
when the
there's
food
not a
gets,
lot of them that have
when the food gets fancier, but the place stays the same.
Yeah.
I've had stuff like
There's a
the
line you
sushi.
gotta cut.
No,
There's a
It
line
has
you
to
gotta
be-
cut.
Yeah, it has to be a restaurant like attached to the place.
Yeah.
Because there used to be, I used to go to a gas station to actually go get like dinner once because there was a what was it called?
Yeah.
It was like a steak sandwich place.
Okay.
That used to be like attached to it.
Okay.
Which, it's a strange thing to do, but it's a restaurant. It's a real like fast food restaurant that used to do steak sandwiches. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. It was so good. But
that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like you would
I
do,
would
like you would do
not-
like
no,
a regular sandwich, but
yes.
you wouldn't get like a meatloaf from there.
no, listen,
if they were
I-
offering gas station meatloaf.
I went to one once in Texas. They had tacos in there, and I was very tempted. But they were in the gas station, like they were selling them, and I was like, "No!" Like they looked good on the front, but I was like, I don't trust.
And
these.
for anyone that's actually like very adamant about this topic, I haven't been to one, but I'm gonna say Buc-ee's I don't think counts as like
I've been to Buc-ee's.
gas
Yeah,
station. It's
no.
more like a Walmart at that
Yeah,
It's a
point.
Walmart of gas stations.
Okay,
That's pretty
there
much
you
what
go.
it is.
Buc-ee's and Woodman's are kind of
So
like
you can kind of
they're
get
not-
food and
yeah.
it's fine. It's a kind of its own thing.
The thing about Woodman's though is like it is its own grocery store. The thing
Oh, yeah,
about
yeah, right.
and the other thing about Buc-ee's is that it's like the Walmart, like I just said, the Walmart of gas stations. I
Yeah,
can tell you,
they-
I've been to numerous amount of Buc-ee's going up and down from Bama, going up I-65,
Nice.
and then all of that. I mean, the food's okay by any stretch in terms of gas station food, but would I go there frequently? No. Because the thing about it is that like some places that like we consider like good gas station food, you go there too often, it kind of destroys the magic a little bit.
Yeah.
And the food just again with any kind of food, it just kind of goes down and down and down, like with me with Subway. Unfortunately, yes, I like Subway.
And I love Subway too. I'll leave you guys with this because I had one. I went to a thrift store the other day and I saw all the cups and all everything that they had, and I was about to snag one. It was a ginormous Buc-ee's, almost like a Stanley Cup.
Oh.
And I grabbed it. I looked at it. I'm like, I would.
Would I want a beaver looking at me?
And I'm like, one. It's a good cup. It wasn't that bad, but I put it down because I'm like, it's stolen valor. I didn't buy it at a Buc-ee's.
Right.
It just wouldn't feel
fair.
right.
It's like wearing a Vegas shirt without going to Vegas.
Exactly.
Or having one of those movie theater cups. Like I will say, I still
Or
have.
wearing the I Love New York T-shirt.
Yeah,
unironically.
Dude, I've been to New York 3 times, and let me tell you, I will never wear that shirt. You will never see me wearing that shirt.
Trust me,
ever.
My date tried to. She was like, "Do you want to get?" I'm like, "We are not." No. I do not want to look like a tourist with these people. No. I don't want to get pocket picked. No, we're not buying that shirt,
dude. Actually, speaking of New York, what? You've been to New York, right, Nick?
No, I have not actually.
Really?
No, I will be this year though. I'll be doing drag race. So
that's right.
New York is very interesting. It is its own personality. It's like America's personality, like personified. Nick or Andrew, you know the stories of the subways, right?
Yeah, we didn't do any of that,
dude.
Because the moment we got there, our driver was just basically like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend going on the subway because we've had like 10 people shot in the last 2 weeks. We're like, okay, cool. We're just gonna be calling Ubers all week.
We're just gonna walk.
Yeah, we'll walk wherever we need to go. That's fine.
And it's just crazy because New York, it takes you 45 minutes to get to a place that takes 5 minutes to drive to. People in New York cannot drive.
Dude, seriously,
the food is delicious though.
Like I said, it was a great wedding, but I'm so glad my cousin's moving to New Jersey because I do not ever want to go back there. Like that was terrible.
I'll say this, Nick, about New York. It's a very pleasant experience for like a few days, but if you live there, sorry, Josh, if you personally go there for more than like 2 weeks, just to me, it's not that fun. It's just like, okay, I got everything.
You got to be raised there.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. Yeah.
But there's that. I mean, with that, actually, I think I told you guys the story multiple times where I went to the Northeast, like Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire.
Oh yeah.
It is the most beautiful part, I think, of the United States, if not top 3, because there's not a lot of people who live up there.
Yeah.
But the people, because the Northeast has a reputation of like everyone's kind of a dick, but that's mainly Boston, New York, or Manhattan.
Right.
Like the people there will treat you so nicely. And they'll be like, "Oh, where are you from?" And then I'm like, "I'm from Chicago." And they're like, "Really?" Like, well, the first things I get is like, "Oh, how are the shootings over there?"
Yes.
I'm like, I don't live over there, but it's still kind of bad.
Yeah.
But,
well, there you have it, folks. We got Windy City on the horizon. I got Nick downstairs now. He's just chilling in my car.
So let's get out of here then.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this on the off the rails, off the topic. I hate to cut you off so quickly on that.
No, you're good.
But yeah, you definitely have to hit the road, hit the old dusty trail, as they say.
Yes, sir.
So for everyone here at Below the Whistle, no gimmicks, Nick Johnston,
Andrew Pepe Valentin,
Adam the Glitch Schneider.
Yes, we will see you next time. Probably shooting for Monday, I'm sure again.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So take care, everybody. We love you. We'll see you. Blow the whistle. I'm out. We'll see you.